Mr. Dutton, you say that you didn't get the legislation until 8:45 last night. That's almost 12 hours before you're supposed to be debating it in Parliament. What do you think that says about the government when it comes to collaborating with the opposition?
Well, the Prime Minister promised, and you're all excited about it, that this was going to be a new Parliament. This was new politics and a new way of doing business. Well, explain to me how that is the case. Now, either it was a deliberate holding back of the release of the legislation, or APC was still drafting it after hours last night. The Prime Minister had all of this put together, he said, in the run-up to the Premier's meeting last Friday, but it seems that this plane is still being built mid-air. It's shambolic, and as I say, it's got all the hallmarks of the Rudd-Gillard years, and you've got Chris Bowen in charge. For goodness sake, I mean, could you find somebody less capable than Chris Bowen to deal with this issue? I don't think so. I mean, Chris Bowen was the architect of a couple of the most shambolic attempts of the Rudd-Gillard government at public policy in Fuel Watch and Grocery Watch, and you're now asking this man to transition the energy market in this country. It is a disaster, and this is just the first instalment. This is what worries me most. We've got a transition that's taking place. We all accept that. But they're turning the old system off before the new system is built. And you've seen what's happened in Europe, not just because of what happened in Ukraine. This was long before Ukraine, if you look at the Germany situation. Long before Ukraine, if you look at what's happening in California and elsewhere. And it is going to result in less reliability, blackouts, businesses questioning their investments in our country. That is going to mean a crunch at exactly the wrong time. You've got 8% inflation next year. You've got electricity prices going up. You've got mortgages going up. Small businesses are already paying double digits for their overdraft interest bill. And this government now is saying that they are cobbling together a plan, which, as you know, was not the original plan. They've flown kites on sort of super profit taxes, on all sorts of market interventions. And it seems that they've just arrived at this at the 11th hour because they ran out of other options. That is no way to govern. And it makes a complete mockery of the Prime Minister's claim that this was a new Parliament with a new culture and all the rest of it. To give the legislation to the independents and to the coalition last night, 12 hours before it's to come before the Parliament, just shows that they don't know what they're doing.